Hello everyone and welcome to my Bachelor Nation official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and gives this video a thumbs up. Grant Ellis is being made to appear awful, which might damage everyone's experience on The Bachelor Season 29, which has so far concentrated more on the turmoil amongst the participants than on the relationships between Grant and the ladies. Originally from Newark, New Jersey, but currently residing in Houston, Texas, Grant, a 31-year-old day trader, started his bachelor experience with 25 women. Alex Godin, Carolina Sofia, Dina Lupancu, Juliana Pasquarosa, Liz Shagar, Natalie Phillips, Parisa Shifta, Rose Sonk, Serafina Watkins, and Zoe McGrady are among the 10 people he has now selected. Although the show has concentrated more on the tensions amongst the women, Grant has been building relationships with them during season 29 of The Bachelor. Because of the way he manages the drama, and occasionally accidentally creates it, Grant has become the villain in all of this upheaval. Here are several reasons why Grant might wind up alone and how The Bachelor Season 29's emphasis on drama is portraying him as the villain. Grant was caught in the midst of some tension that erupted between Carolina and Rose during The Bachelor Season 29 Episode 3. After winning an R&B singing competition on a group date in Episode 2, Carolina was given the opportunity to dance with Grant in front of the audience on stage. In addition to dancing, Carolina and Grant made out in front of the other women, which deeply displeased a few of them. After a one-on-one date with Grant in Episode 3, as seen in a clip posted by the Bachelor Nation YouTube channel, Carolina disclosed that Rose had told her off-screen that Grant had told her that he was thinking about Rose the entire time he was dancing with Carolina. Carolina felt awful because, after having a great time on the date, she suddenly felt awkward. Grant was surprised and strongly denied making the remark when she confronted him about it. He informed her that the remark implied that he was trying to spit game, which was not his intention, rather, he was there to find a wife. Grant maintained that he would have been dancing with Carolina instead if he had been thinking about someone else. The remark, he said, was a lie and a judge on my character. Grant was able to determine that it was Rose on his own because Carolina informed him that some of his assumptions were incorrect, even though she didn't want to reveal who said it. In his confessional, Grant stated that he wasn't there to be a player, and he has remained steadfast in his denial. After that, Grant confronted Rose, who acknowledged that she had told Carolina the remark because she believed she had heard Grant say it. When Grant asked her why he would say that, he replied that it was impolite and reflected poorly on him. It appeared that he wasn't there to find a wife, he continued. Carolina and Rose were kind of spiraling, Rose continued, and they were comparing notes. It wasn't a good moment for her, she admitted. Rose claimed that she may have easily erred because she genuinely believed he had said something along those lines, but she was simply mistaken. After that, she expressed regret, stated it was an error, and clarified that she didn't mean to damage Grant's reputation. Grant offered her a rose at the rose ceremony even though he said they would discuss it when he left the conversation. It was honest to God what I thought I heard, Rose said in her confessional. Some people believed that Grant was gaslighting Rose, even though he later assured Carolina once again that he was positive he didn't say what she had accused him of saying. Grant was shown saying, "You know, the whole dancing thing on stage and everything, I was thinking about you," in Episode 2. However, Grant said that there was a big miscommunication there in a post-event episode of the Bachelor Happy Hour podcast. Although he said he would never say such, he acknowledged that the confusion resulted from the fact that he and the women had danced multiple times, and he acknowledged that he had his eyes on Rose during some of those dances. He did, however, stress that he was totally present in the moment when he was dancing with Carolina. According to Grant, he was truly intentional in his speech and had to defend himself. Many people now think that Grant is a liar and a player who led Rose to believe something that wasn't true, even though Grant was able to clear his name on the Bachelor Happy Hour podcast, which not everyone watches or listens to. Grant appears to be the antagonist because of this emphasis on drama, and the more he maintains that he is not, the worse he appears. The turmoil only intensifies in the preview for The Bachelor Season 29 Episode 4, which may cause some of the women, particularly Carolina and Rose, to lose hope in Grant. Grant's dubious choices are largely to blame for the dissatisfaction of some of The Bachelor Season 29 women. He let Zoe McGrady take him away for a long time during the first group date, which greatly irritated Serafino Watkins and Ally Jo Hanks, among other women. However, they chose to vent their resentment on Zoe instead of Grant, which caused Zoe to inform Grant during a group date in episode 3 that she felt denigrated by some of the women. The women were all uncomfortable when Grant then challenged them about it. Additionally, the women felt uncomfortable and uneasy as a result of Grant's public shows of affection with Carolina and Chloe Costello during group dates. The atmosphere was utterly off during the nocturnal portion of the R&B singing date that followed his public makeout session with Carolina. If Grant had been more deliberate and cautious in his actions, as he claims to be, all of this drama would have been avoided. In actuality, the Bachelor producers are making some of the ladies unhappy and agitated when they ought to be joyful, even though they appear to be exaggerating the drama since they are aware that it attracts viewers. Grant may not find his future wife if The Bachelor Season 29 keeps emphasizing drama over romance. Some of the women may decide to self-eliminate because they don't think the emotional suffering is worth it, since they appear to be more stressed out and crying than happy. Grant will end up playing referee more than anything else if the show continues to put Zoe and the other ladies against one another or pulls its typical pranks of forcing Carolina and Rose on a 2-on-1 date. But Grant must also take responsibility for his actions thus far in Season 29 of The Bachelor. Grant has made numerous blunders, including letting women interrupt him during conversations, showing affection in public, and not using his words carefully. It is hoped that he would swiftly learn from them in order to locate his future wife and lead a happy life. It's also important to recognize that relationships require compromise. Joan and Chalk are still in the early stages of their engagement, figuring out how to blend their lives. They both have established roots in different parts of the country, and finding a balance will take time. While it may seem like Joan is sacrificing more, Chalk is also making adjustments. His Kansas-based life has been upended as he navigates this new dynamic with Joan. There will be no more justifications for not going ahead with the wedding if Joey loses DWTS and his fame wanes a little. He will be under pressure to confront the fact that marriage is a reality. If he isn't prepared, this might destroy his life. Joey and Kelsey might even end up splitting up as a result. I hope Joey wins Season 33 of DWTS. His personal and professional lives could suffer greatly if he doesn't. But it's also feasible that Joey will enjoy the experience regardless of the outcome, and that losing won't negatively affect his life. We wish Joey and Kelsey a lifetime of health, joy, and love, regardless of what comes next. With their respective careers thriving, Joey and Kelsey decided to venture into joint business projects. They launched a couple's lifestyle brand, JK Living, which featured curated travel guides, relationship advice, and exclusive content for their subscribers. The brand's success led to a book deal, and the couple co-authored Love in the Spotlight, Navigating Relationships in the Public Eye. The book offered an inside look at their love story, complete with personal anecdotes and advice for maintaining healthy relationships amid fame. Another major milestone came when they were approached to star in their own reality show. Streaming services and networks saw potential in their dynamic, offering them a series focused on their post-Bachelor journey. After careful consideration, they signed a deal with Netflix for a docuseries titled Joey and Kelsey, Life After the Final Rose, providing fans with a behind-the-scenes look at their careers, relationship, and daily lives. Thanks for watching. If you likes this video, do not forget to subscribe my channel and do not miss any update.